You're still lingering like the old cologne that you wore. I still see your face in the empty frame by the door.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my Make 9 for 2022. I cannot believe I'm doing this, but I said, why not? So if you guys are interested and would like to know what patterns I would be working on throughout 2022 for the Make 9, please meet me in the next section. Okay friends, I am really excited. Like I just said, I can't believe I'm doing this Make 9. I kind of vowed not to do Make 9s and like sewing plans because I always change my mind. I always feel like during the creative process I want to do different things and I don't want to be like committed, but sometimes the commitment is necessary to help you grow and develop, and it also keeps you focused and on a path to success, because it shows that you are serious about what you're doing. And these are like promises to yourself, and I hate breaking promises. So when I put these out there, I feel like it's kind of malleable, that I can tinker around with it and change stuff, but for the most part I want to stay focused and do what I say. If I say yes, I'm doing this, I want to be accountable enough to do it, and and that's why I did this video, and that's why I did my plans video, because it's going to keep me accountable. Because you do need sometimes that little stress, that, oh my gosh, I don't want to let people down, but it helps you. I feel like you do need a little plug like that to kind of keep you motivated, to pull you along the way when there is that negativity in you saying, no, you can't do this, or you're just so interested in everything that you want to take on all these different projects and can't complete them. There's a path that you've created. So that is why I'm doing the Make 9 for 2022. And most of you guys know, if you have been like older subscribers, you know that I jumped on the bandwagon back in 2016 when this kind of first started, or was it 2017, somewhere around there. And I did it. I was really successful the first year. I only missed one item on my list, and then after that it became like so stressful. But I feel like I'm in a better place, and I know what I would like to do, and I'm confident enough, and I just feel like I know me better. Okay, so a lot of rambling there, but let's jump into why you're watching this video. So let me share with you my plans. This is it. So as you guys can see, there is a men's pattern on there. So I normally don't sew for my husband or my son. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm such a selfish sewist that I like to make them for me, and I know that I will love it no matter what, and I put my heart and my energy into the projects that I work for. So I typically never really sew for them unless they ask for it. So Brad has been wanting a new jogger, and he's been kind of like, maybe you should make something for me. So I thought for this year, that is something that I would like to complete. So that is the, where is it? True Bias Hudson. So that is one item that I will work on for 2022. The next pattern from True Bias is their Landa pants, or Landa trouser. I have heard a lot about this pattern. I've seen a lot of makes from it, and I just thought that, let me try a few different pattern companies, because even though I have the Marlowe sweater, I've never sewn it, and that's one of the items on my plans for January. And I thought that I would like to try making trousers again. I've made a jeans, but I don't make pants often, so I thought for this year, as a challenge to myself to, push me into more treacherous territory, I would go with this. So that's why I chose the Lander trouser. The next pattern on this list is something that just like a random pick while I was looking on various websites for patterns. It's the, where is it? Oh, I don't think I wrote it down. But it is, gosh, it's from Paper Cut. There it is. And I can't remember the name, not for the life of me. Hold on, let me, oh, the Estella. I'm pretty sure that's the name. Memory still works in 2022. Yes, it's the Estella by Paper Cut. This really intrigued me. Like, everything about this pattern is really beautiful and it really speaks to Renata's style. Like the sleeves, the construction of the dress, that sort of midriff attached to the skirt. And on top of that, other than a dress pattern, you're getting a skirt, you're getting a top. It's a really unique pattern and I really like it, and I think it has enough interest and challenge that I can put it on my Make 9, that I don't have to feel pressured to do it early in the year, but I can take my time and look into it, research it, check out the tags, see what other people are doing, because I believe it's relatively new. So that is another pattern, and I think that one might be my favorite after completing the makes, but let's see. Let's move on to the next pattern. Okay, so I have here the Orchard dress from Chalk and Notch, and this one was chosen basically because I have this pattern and I've never used it before. I bought it on a sale and I'm trying to use most of the patterns that I have without buying new patterns, and that is not a resolution. I'm not, handcuffing myself saying I'm never buying patterns during this year because I have so much, because sometimes you just never know what really pulls you in and calls you. So I'm just leaving myself open to that. But I'm considering all the patterns I have and I'm trying my best to use them. So that is why I picked the Orchard dress. I think it's got really cute lines because it's so feminine. I think that depending on the pattern of the fabric you use, you can get some amazing effects with this dress. And all the makes that I've seen with it so far has really opened my mind to other fabric designs, and something geometric would look really great in this pattern. I've always done florals, but I like geometrics. I think they look really good, but you do have to know how you're lining up your fabric to the design of the pattern that you're pairing it with. So that is something I need to consider for this project. But I look forward to making this dress, and I just think it's going to look super cute. The next pattern that we are considering for 2022 is the Sylvie dress by Vicky Sews. Now, I have never used any Vicky Sews pattern, but they just look so fashion forward. Obviously, I'm getting a lot of birder style vibes from the Vicky Sew, but it's different. So it's more fashion forward, but it's very like slightly on the edgy side of things. And I like this dress because of the skirt portion where the pleats are. I think that's going to look beautiful. I'm seeing this in some sort of gold or gunmetal coloring, and I think that would look really fantastic. I'm not sure how I feel about the cuffs on this dress, but I think it's interesting, and I'm trying new pattern designers this year, and I'm trying patterns that I already own and trying to utilize fabric that I have already. But for this one, I'm thinking some sort of gunmetal would look amazing. Alright, let's see. How much was that? How many patterns did I share? We looked at the Sylvie, the Orchid, Hudson, and Landa. So I have 3 more? No, 4 more. I have the camis dress. No, no, that's wrong. I have the camis blouse. I think it's camis, that's how they say it. It's by Thread Theory, and this is a pattern that I've had for years. Never printed it. They went through, I believe, a few tweaks on it. I got the email, so I downloaded it again with the new whatever, and I still haven't worked on it. So I was like, this has been in my PDF folder for so long, let's make it. I like it. And at the time I was relatively new to sewing, like getting back into sewing, so I wasn't paying attention to like fabrics that are recommended. So when I saw this, and still today, you know, I've always thought it was for a woven, but it's not. It's for a knit. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, this is definitely something that's new, because it's more of a blouse. It's got that sort of shirt feel to it, and I think with a knit fabric, those might be challenging, but you need to know the right knit to work with, as well as the interfacing that would keep everything really sharp. So it does give up that blouse feeling. Thank heaven it does not have a collar, because I think I would be losing my mind trying to work with a knit collar. That's not going to be successful, at least not on the first try. Okay, so the other patterns that I have for my Make 9, we're getting down to the end. I have 2 patterns from a Friday Pattern Company. Yes, 2 patterns. Okay, so I have the Davenport dress. I feel like for Friday Pattern Company, as soon as their email land in my inbox and I see it's a new pattern, I'm like, okay, I'm buying it. I got the discount, so sign me up. And then I never saw them. So as soon as I got this one, I purchased it, and there it is in my PDF folder, just living rent free. And I need to get working, and I need to get, you know, some payback from these patterns. So that is why this one is on my list, but I do think it's super cute as well. And lucky for me, I already cut this pattern out. So I printed it out, I cut it out, it's ready to go for the perfect fabric when I find it. Last pattern from Friday Pattern Company is, I guess, one of the well-made patterns. It's been everywhere. It has stand the test of time from the day it was sent out to the Instagram masses that sews the sagebrush. I've never made it. I've loved it. I keep wanting and hoping that Berto Style would have a pattern similar to that, so that's why I held off purchasing it, with hopes that it would be available from Berto Style, because I know they got all the patterns, man. But I wasn't so lucky, and I bowed down and I bought it. I broke and I bought it. And I've had it for about 4 months now, the pattern, so I cannot wait to find a fabric that works really well for this. And everyone says it's relatively a quick sew, and it's beautiful and looks amazing. So definitely this is going to be one of the makes for my Make 9. Lastly, I have this wild card, and the wild card pattern is, who knows, it's any pattern. I like having a free card in my Make 9. I did that the second time that I partaked in this challenge, and I think it's a good opportunity for me to just be free and feel where I am. And I kind of left it open up to how I felt, as well as to any new sewing patterns that really trip my trigger and gets me excited. So that is how I'm approaching my Make 9 for this year, and I think I can actually attain these goals, and I look forward to giving you guys an update. I'm going to work hard at keeping my Friday sews live, so you guys can actually know where I am during the week, how much I've sewn, how little I've sewn, and it just really keeps you motivated. I've really noticed that when I I was making Friday Sews videos every week. So I'm going to try to get that ball rolling. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. That is all my plans for Make 9 2022. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited to see these completed by me? Do you like my choices? What would you recommend for me to add to that wild card spot in my Make 9? Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to click the subscribe button, as well as giving this video a thumbs up so that I know you love this video and I can continue making this content that gets you motivated and keeps your mind active regarding sewing and being creative in your life. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on another upload. Bye-bye.
Push you away and we're done just like that. Something about you is pulling me back, and I'm holding